Hi, my name is Hiranya and I am an Ishaya. I have been for the last 16 or 17 years, I think, actually. And besides that, I'm also a mom and I am a professional musician and I work with musicians as a body work coach. And I also work with women and relationships. I started to ascend because there was this woman who just really recommended it very strongly to me. And it took me some time to listen, but then finally I just showed up on a first sphere course and really haven't looked back since. For me, that was a sense of homecoming. There was just something there that I recognized and that I wanted more of. One of the first things that I noticed was that I just felt more confident in that things were okay, that things were going to work out, that everything actually in the bigger picture were already okay. And for me, that was huge, and also just to be able to let go of that inner critic. Because I had a very strong inner critic that was sort of sabotaging a lot for me. Just, blah, blah, blah all the time about stuff, and particularly in social interactions. It was very, very critical of me. And it just really spoiled my fun. But when I was able to see that and had that tool to really let go of it, got a lot easier for me. And slowly and surely I just became more confident, which was really what I wanted. That's kind of why I started to ascend, was that I wanted to be more confident. And that has definitely happened. Yeah, so it's lovely to know what people mean when they say just be yourself. That used to annoy me a lot. People, oh, just be yourself, just relax, just be yourself. What does that mean? I didn't know. I didn't know how to do that. But now I do. Now I know what the essence of me is, and I know how to rest in that, and that gives that sort of solid kind of confidence. It's a confidence that's not based on what I know or my skills or how clever I am or anything like that. It's beyond all of that. It's just confidence in being me, and that's priceless for me. Being myself now means basically being in a state where I don't think about myself. I just am. And I go about my day really just having a good time and not worrying about myself. I used to worry about myself quite a lot. That sort of self-awareness from the outside that just inhibits what you do and what you say and how you feel about yourself. Always very sort of critical about everything. Whereas now I just tend to forget about myself and I just have a good time. I just am really fully present with what I'm doing, fully present with the people I'm speaking to as well. And I used to be really sort of bothered by that I was so distracted. When I was speaking to people, I was just distracted by stuff that was happening around, other people's conversations. And sometimes I just really noticed that I could see people's mouth move, but I didn't really actually pick up what they were saying. And it wasn't because it was loud, it was because it was loud in my mind. I was just thinking a lot, and I didn't know how to stop. But now that just has quieted down. I know what to do. I know that I have a different choice. And I can just be here, be where my body is. So that for me in many ways is just being myself. It's being right here in this moment and not worrying about myself.